Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block, and today Liverpool lost 2-0 at Anfield to Arsenal. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened in the game. You guys watched the game. I'm just going to give my analysis really quickly. A couple key stats for the game. Liverpool had 54% possession, 87% passing accuracy. So what you see there is that you see Liverpool had the majority of the possession. They made all the passes they want to make. So that's the way that Liverpool wants to play football. Unfortunately, Liverpool do not have an available striker right now, unless you want to call up Adam Morgan. Asaidi wasn't on the bench today. I know he's a winger, but maybe he's somebody that can inject some toothless, anything into the attack at all, anything at all. I don't know what Asaidi can bring. He'll bring pace. Maybe some direct wing play, but anything at all. Steven Gerrard was absolutely awful today. His giveaway led directly to the first goal, even though Glenn Johnson didn't exactly give him any help because he was so lazy getting back on the Podolski goal. Now, Steven Gerrard so far this season hasn't been the Steven Gerrard that we all know and love, but I've been giving him the benefit of the doubt. It's been early, and he's been working hard in other phases of the game. His tackling's been strong, and his work rate has been pretty high. And that's what you want to see out of your captain, your leader, your superstar. When things aren't going for him that day, when the main phase of his game isn't working out, he's concentrating on other aspects of the game to bring himself up to that level to help his team. Today he didn't either. He wasn't exactly very adept in attack. His tackling wasn't there. It didn't seem like he worked hard or really cared all that much that Liverpool were losing at Anfield to Arsenal. Although he did create 5 chances, which was the most out of every player on Liverpool, overall he left much to be desired and he ruined many great build-up plays. Honestly, if his name wasn't Steven Gerrard and if Brendan Rodgers wasn't only in charge with his 3rd Premier League match, I think we would have seen John Joe Shelby come on for Gerrard and not Sahin. Gerrard was that bad today. And the other culprit, Luis Suarez, who was totally wasteful. His passing and dribbling was totally off. He spurned chances again. This seems to be a common theme we're seeing match after match after match. And frankly, he's bringing down the team in attack. Now, both Gerrard and Suarez are having license to express themselves in Brendan Rodgers' 4-3-3. Gerrard has sort of a free role in midfield where he can go out and do whatever the hell he wants to create chances in attack, while Lucas and Sahin, or now Allen and Sahin, hold down the fort. But he's hurting the team overall. He's ruining build-up plays, and his expression isn't positive, it's negative. And additionally, Suarez isn't being the creator that he should be. As an inside forward in Brendan Rodgers' 4-3-3, he's supposed to create chances for other people on the outside. Supposed to deliver balls for outside finishers to cut in on, and he's just not doing that. People think that Barini should actually be center forward and Suarez should be out wide, which, does make sense initially, but when you really think about it, and you think about it in the context of what Brendan Rodgers wants to do, it doesn't work out. I think that Barini isn't getting the chances that he needs because Suarez is screwing up. I'm continuing to maintain that Luis Suarez, as the inside forward, as the creative presence of that team, needs to be creating balls for Fabio Barini to be running on, for Sterling to be running on, and he's just not doing that right now. I think once Suarez gets his act together and Brendan Rodgers explains to him what he needs to be doing and he gets his head straight, we'll see Barini flourish. But up until then, Barini's going to be a total black hole out on the wing. Again, the attack was totally toothless today. Gerrard, Suarez, and Barini were Liverpool's only players that have 80% below passing accuracy, and that's 2/3 of the attack. And our creative linchpin in midfield, there's a clear problem there. Suarez and Gerrard lost the ball a combined 49 times. Aside from Oliver Giroud, who was just terrible today for Arsenal, that was the most times of any player on the pitch. So for me, I saw our key problems coming from the fact that Gerrard just didn't know what the hell he was doing out there in midfield. Luis Suarez, frankly, he was kind of selfish today, and he's not creating for other people like he should be. He just had a bad game. Now, my stud of the game, once again, was Joe Allen. He had 100% passing accuracy first half. That came down to 93% overall in the second half. And he was absolutely incredible. Without him, I don't know how bad this team would be. In the first half, I believe the majority of his passes were actually forward into the attacking third. So people that think that he's just a sideways passer, he's much more than that. And even if he was a sideways passer, that's fine by me. He gets the ball, he passes to the next guy. That's what Xavi does for Barcelona. That's what Joe Allen's role is in this team. So Joe Allen, MVP once again, my stud of the game. Just seriously, without him, I can't imagine how poor Liverpool would be, and they're pretty bad right now overall. Now, my dud of the game, as expected, is Steven Gerrard. Honestly, if his name was not Steven Gerrard, John Joe Shelby would have came on for him and not Nuri Sahin. And Sahin, by the way, didn't have that bad of a game. He had a pretty good debut, 93% passing accuracy, 1 key pass, 2 of 2 on long balls. Not a bad start. I think Allen and Lucas, or I should say, Sahin and Allen will have a pretty good partnership while Lucas is out in midfield. Now, my honorable mention for my dud of the game was Pepe Reina. His second goal that was scored against him was an absolute howler. That's a save that you expect Reina, a goalkeeper of his stature, to make. And to be honest, Reina is another player who just hasn't been that good this year. Reina has had more than a few howlers this year, and I think every year goalkeepers have their mistakes. And I've always said with Pepe Reina is that he's so good that there'll be games where he single-handedly keeps Liverpool in the game, and I think we've seen matches like this year. But overall, he hasn't been on form. If you look at this graph right here, it shows that every year since Pepe Reina has been in Liverpool, his save percentage has declined. So I think we might be seeing a decline in Pepe Reina overall. And if there wasn't a capable backup goalkeeper right now, I think Brad Jones is the backup goalkeeper, and I'm not sure Brendan Rodgers wants him to be starting over Pepe Reina. But if Liverpool had a legitimate second option on the bench, his job would actually be in serious danger right now. And before I go, I just want to say Raheem the Breeze Sterling was outstanding once again. It's kind of weird when a new signing and a 17-year-old are the best players on the pitch, but Sterling continues to earn his colors. He earns a shirt every week. His direct play was positive. I can't wait to see him again next week. But out of both teams today, I think it's pretty safe to say that Arsenal wasn't good either. I was watching the game, and all I was thinking was, wow, we're watching two teams that really are pretty bad right now at this point in the season, although you expect both of them to improve. Everybody before the game was pointing out how Arsenal have yet to score a goal this season. They scored a goal this season, finally this game. But for Liverpool, they've yet to score a goal from open play, which is a bit concerning as we walk into next week. So there really weren't any positives in this game besides the fact that Sahin looked good. Raheem Sterling continues to shine, and Joe Allen continues to prove his worth. MVP, best sign of the season for me. I guess that's really it. Overall, as a team, they weren't very good, but I'm going to say this, they're called growing pains for a reason, and this will take time with Liverpool. So that's all for today, guys. YNWA, let me know your thoughts on the team down below. Anything else? Let's try to keep it positive. This is a bad performance, and given the past couple of days, there's been a swirl of negativity around Liverpool, and rightly so, but all I can say is that there's still, plenty of points to be played for the rest of the season. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you have a good week. Summer, they got rid of 4 borderline squad players, borderline starting 11 players, and brought in 3 surefire starters. So to me, this was a great summer. They also cut the wage